Man, I have missed you guys.
Oh, man, it's good to see you,
You're
man.
here.
It really is good to see
guys.
Yeah, how comfy is that seat right now? I know it's not a good chair and you hate that chair, but how good does it feel
is really
right
nice
now?
because Jim Kelly's big booty has been sitting on it the last 3 hours, so it's really warm.
As he's chewing something in the corner.
Yeah, he's just chilling right now.
Slap that butt for us.
Yeah,
Good job, butt.
It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah at Mix 101.5. I've missed you guys. I've missed our morning show family. And, you know, it's interesting with what we do. If one of us misses a couple days, people are like, wait a second, what's going on? What's happening? Are we on vacation? Because we'll usually talk about it. Is there something happening, right? And a lot has happened, honestly, in my life over the last 5 or 6 days. And some of you listening might know what's going on. Some of you might not. And I'm here to tell you what's going on because I know our morning show family, we rally for each other. And I think that's what makes it so beautiful, right, is that we root for you and you root for us. And it's vice versa. And I really need your thoughts and prayers or whatever you're into and good vibes. I'll start with the good news, and that's the fact that my wife is fine. She's communicating great, and she has a second chance at life. Last week, she was suffering a really bad headache for 3 consecutive days, and she's not one to get migraines or headaches. And initially, we're like, okay, it's the ear infection that she was diagnosed with. That's kind of what we thought it might be. And by the time Thursday got around, she still had this excruciating pain on the front right side of her head. And we're like, this is not normal. Let's go to the ER. And this is the hard part. We found out my wife had a brain aneurysm. And fortunately, it had not ruptured, thank God. And really, by the grace of God, my wife and my son are here. And my unborn son is also doing great. His heart beats strong. But from Thursday to Friday night was something I'm still trying to process and keeping up with because we went from wanting to decorate our son's room last weekend, potentially, and me attempting to do wallpaper, which is another story, to all of a sudden my wife is having a brain procedure to eliminate this aneurysm. And just a lot of traumatic big life moments happen quickly that we're just trying to catch up with. And me and the doctors there, we were transferred to the neuroscience ICU at Chapel Hill, and they have been extraordinary with her care. And the doctors over there have been unbelievable. And I guess I've learned a lot about this stuff over the last 5 days. And they said that a lot of the bigger aneurysms that these neuro docs deal with are 5 to 7 millimeters, the bigger ones. Sarah's was 20 millimeters. It's like 2 centimeters. And they instantly recognized we got to do a procedure. They did. And unfortunately, when they did the procedure, she had 2 strokes. During all of it, one of them we knew was going to happen because this particular vessel that was supplying the aneurysm with blood was going to be pretty much cut off. It was going to be stopped, a road closure, if you will. But anytime you cut off an artery like that, it's deemed a stroke. And we knew that her vision was going to be impaired. She pretty much has lost vision in her left eye and her peripheral vision. When I'm holding her hand, she can't see me sitting next to her. She's just looking straight ahead. And unfortunately, the other stroke she had during the procedure, she suffered numbness on the entire left side of her body. She can't feel her left side of her face, almost like she went to the dentist. She can't really control her arm that well. She can, which is great news. And she has a hard time controlling her fingers right now. She can if she looks at it and thinks about it, but it's just not effortless. Same with her left leg and left foot. And with some assistance, she can make it from the bathroom to the bed and vice versa. But there's just a lot of life situations that we're trying to wrap our mind around. But yeah, my wife had a brain aneurysm. By the grace of God, this headache allowed us to catch it. Our son did well on all these procedures. His heart beats strong. But on the other side of this, my wife is now really physically impaired. But like I said, to start this, she can communicate clearly and well. I mean, if you guys talk to her right now, you would just think she's really tired, just kind of all the things that we've been through. So yeah, that's kind of the very short end of what we experienced last week, and it's just been a lot. My wife is at the neuroscience, not neuroscience. She's in the UNC hospital still, but she got transferred. And I do want to say a big thank you to Dr. Ho, one of her neurologists, and also Dr. Talati, who is a high-risk pregnancy doctor. There's a whole team out there who had to collaborate because her care has been super complex with her being 30 weeks pregnant and having this brain aneurysm and taking care of it. And the level of care that we've had has just been top-notch. And the compassion of Dr. Talati, this pregnancy doctor, to help her along the way, she's treated us like she's known us for 20 years. So separately, I wanted to specifically thank them and the care that my wife has had. But right now, I don't know what the next week is going to look like or the next month. But right now, we're just thankful that she's alive and we have a second chance at this with her. There's going to be a road to recovery. It's just... I just don't know what that looks like. And hey, ask questions. Sorry, I'm trying to...
No, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, you've been through the ringer, and we're so sorry, We're so sorry. But, yeah, the grace of God. I mean, had that headache not been there, I don't even want to think of what would happen.
That's all my wife and I have been talking about.
Me and Eddie, too.
The divine intervention of this, the timing of it all, the fact that she could have gone into childbirth not knowing that aneurysm existed. Having no idea.
Yeah.
And then childbirth
who knows what would have
is
happened?
a little stressful, you know? And who knows what would have happened.
We wouldn't have known that she had it.
And you wouldn't have known until all of a sudden it's too late.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
Talk about whatever that power is that sent the headache, that got her into the hospital. Because didn't you tell me the headache wasn't even associated with the aneurysm? The headache that she had was something that had to do with a sinus infection.
It's one of those tricky...
And then just through the scan, all of a sudden, now we're in brain aneurysm land.
Yes, it was... there's a lot of different things. Where this aneurysm came from, how it was formed. Not 100% sure how that happens, but with what happened on Thursday, you're right. We're like, okay, she has a sinus infection. She has a terrible ear infection. We got to get an MRI. What's going on with this headache? And all of a sudden, it's like she has this brain aneurysm, and that was found at UNC Rex. And then overnight, Thursday and the Friday, we were transferred to the neuroscience ICU for her care that day.
Yeah, I'm still I can't imagine how bad you're reeling, because Brian and I have been reeling since this all started as well. How is your daughter taking all of this?
It's a great question. She's 3.5. And I don't know if she's really kind of put anything together. I think she just thinks mommy's at the doctor, because we've done a couple FaceTimes, and of course Sarah has the gown on, and mama's at the doctor. Doctor's taking care of mama. And over the last 5 days too, our Wendell Falls Army, who has treated us like family and taking care of Sophia like family, they have, embraced taking care of Sophia, and they have young kids too. So really, Sophia's had a really great time over the last 5 days, not really kind of knowing what's going on. She knows there's kind of a disconnect because our schedule is very much the same. Mom and Dad is home at these times, and now other people have been taking care of her. But like this morning, I'm leaving, and she's like, I want to go to the hotel with Mama and Dada, because I told her the hospital is the hotel. Today, she's like, I want to go to the hotel with Mama and Dada. And I'm like, my wife is just, it's hard because we love our girls so much, and my wife wants to see our daughter desperately.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen right now until we maybe get her somewhere else where it's a little more less hospital, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to go from there.
Well, dude, I just want to compliment you. I know a lot of focus has been Sarah and her road to recovery, and your wife is amazing. What a beast. I mean, just the type of resilience and perseverance through this whole thing, the type of strength that you've talked to me about her having, just pushing and trying to stay as positive as possible. Like, your wife is unfreaking believable, because what she's going through, man, I can't even imagine going through it. let alone going through it and being 7 months pregnant and having another life inside of you and being so worried about that. And while your own personal health is so at risk, it sounds like a nightmare, and I just can't even imagine being in that situation. But, dude, I have to give you some kudos because you're my bro and you're my buddy and one of my best friends. And I have to give you some light, man, because you have done so amazing being by her side. We talk nearly every day. You've kept me sort of up to date on the situation. I've tried not to text too much because I know she has a million family members that are all asking questions, and you have had it, man, trying to like update everybody. You got a lot of people that you have to play sort of like public relations for because they all want to know what's going on with Sarah. I have to give you credit just for juggling so many hats. You've had to take these extremely complicated medical things and you've had to translate them for every single person that has reached out and wants to know about Sarah, her family members that want to know about someone they love more than anything. You have kept them afloat and you have kept their hope alive and you have given them strength. Not only that, dude, you have been strong for your daughter, Sophia, maintaining a smile, being fun, happy dad, protecting her emotions. And then you've been the strength for your wife, you know, in those moments where she's not being strong for other people, you've been strong for her. And that is a lot to shoulder. That is a ton to shoulder as a husband, as a father, just as a human freaking being. So, dude, I just hope you know, like, you are being amazing. You are doing everything you can. And we see that. Every single one of us, Jim Kelly in here, Sarah in here, we see you, man, and all of the effort that you're putting to be strong for everybody. So let us be strong for you, man, because you, I know, are just holding everything together. We were talking yesterday, man, and you kept talking about just how grateful you are that you found it. And you're just keeping your heads above water and maintaining the positivity, because you're right. If you zoom in too much to this, you can really go down some deep rabbit holes. But you've maintained this generous, not generous, you've maintained the spirit of just gratitude and being thankful that you still have your wife and your unborn son here on this planet. Because eventually, man, you know, I'm optimistic and hopeful that, you know, years down the line, we'll look back on this and we'll be able to make our jokes like we make, and we'll be able to talk about it in a light way. This moment right now is deep and dark. It is not that time. But dude, you have been keeping things in perspective for everybody, and that takes a lot of strength and a lot of power. So kudos to you, man. I just wanted to tell you, we see you and we recognize.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, thank you, Brian and Sarah. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You know, and speaking of strength, I do want to I don't know if my wife's listening right now or not, or if she's still asleep. Hopefully she's sleeping and getting her rest. But, you know, she is such a strong woman, and we had some very scary conversations that we had to have, you know, going into the doctor on Friday when she was going into procedure. There was a very small chance, but a chance that the baby might be distressed, and there might have had to, you know, have a C-section in the middle of it. And it's like, that's things Sarah was thinking about as she was going into this procedure. Fortunately, everything was fine, and our son was holding strong. But just her ability to meet the moment with the strength, but also it's just, we're trying to keep up. There's this juxtaposition of the feelings that we have of we're so thankful, the gratitude of, oh my God, it was caught. Are you kidding me? Like, it was able to be resolved. And now all of a sudden, but then there's the other end of it, like she's physically impaired and we got to get through that. We're thankful for that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like traumatic events and it like so quickly in life that we're just trying to process. There's the thankfulness, and then like 5 minutes later, it's the, oh my God, like, and like the emotions and the gravity of the situation. Like the other day I was holding my hand, like her peripheral vision, as I said a moment ago, is a little bit shot. Like I'm looking at you, Brian. I could put my right hand out to the right and they're just moving it closer to the center of her face. And she can't see any of it until it gets like right in front of her. Like you could be sitting next to somebody at the movie theater and you feel them next to you, see them. And I could be sitting next to her in the chair as she's sitting in the hospital bed, but she doesn't see me. I go to feel her hand, and hold her hand. She's like, "Are you holding my hand?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "Yeah," because she's just can't feel on that side of her body. So thankful, and that's where we're at. with everything. For those who do believe in the power of prayer, and the prayer warriors that might be listening, or if you're on this other side, just want to send good vibes, we'll take that too. But my wife really just is looking for healing for her body, so she can hold our son in a couple months. That's the biggest thing. She just wants to be able to hold our son confidently here in 2 months, and I really believe we'll get there. She's made the incremental improvements even in just a matter of a couple days, but just to have her get to that level of being able to do it, and then separately just getting her body back, which is going to take time. So Morning Fam, that's where I'm at in my life, and it's been a lot to process. I don't know when I'm coming back yet. Thank you, Jim, for helping out. I don't know what this schedule looks like. I got to navigate Sarah's care and Sophia's care, occupational therapy and physical therapy that is in Sarah's future. Mm-hmm. A lot of that is, and just unpacking all of this, I'm trying to unpack. And I don't know if this group of individuals is listening, but the Wendell Falls family, the Megans, just the army that we have in Wendell Falls, and the friends that we have who have been unbelievable to us. Thank you to you guys, too, if you're listening, to help us navigate a very weird stretch of days the last 6 days. So,
well, just know you're not alone, no matter what. We're here for you, and just like you said, your Army's here for you. And I'm going to speak for our listeners. They're also here for you. We've had a lot of people asking where you are, very concerned. And Brian and I, we've had to be pretty cryptic about it. Like we can't say, but
Thank you.
And take as much time as you need. We will hold down the fort for you for as long as you need.
Thank you. And
is there have they spoken, the doctors, nurses, said anything about when she could be released from the hospital?
Timeline?
I know she was just moved yesterday to a new room that's kind of one step closer to release.
Did she get out? She got out of ICU yesterday?
Yeah, she got out of ICU a couple evenings ago, and she's in a room, still high level of care, of course. But it's bigger, it's less hospitalish, if you will, so she can rest and get better. That's a great question. This is the next part in all of this, where other people now get involved, and the therapy place has to accept Sarah because she's like a unicorn when it comes to the care that she needs. She's 30 weeks pregnant, and she needs physical therapy. So it's like the combination of both those things, and the case manager that we have working for us, and the people we have advocating for us. I don't know exactly what this next part looks like. It might be Friday, it might be Sunday. I really, that's a great question. I just don't know what that answer looks like right now. So,
well, dude, we believe in the power of positive thinking and only, sending good vibrations your way, that she will get through any of the therapy that she needs to get through. And here in 2 months, you'll be holding your newborn son. And so will she. And you'll be back in Wendell Falls.
I know she will.
And getting back to normalcy, whatever that looks like, your new normal.
She's young, and that is very beneficial in this situation.
That she's young, that she's already moving a little bit.
Yep, that's a big deal.
A really great sign. So, Morning Fam, that's where we're at in life. I love you. I've missed you.
Too.
And please send all the good vibes and prayers to my family, and for her to be able to hold our son in a couple months and to get better. So with that, I love you guys. I miss you. And if you want to call right now or talk to me, whatever. And I also say, final thought, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I know there's a lot of people also going through stuff like this. And we have this same feeling when we drive into the Duke Children's Hospital parking lot. But when I've been driving into the UNC hospital, it's a humbling thing anytime you go into a hospital parking lot, because you see the crap a lot of people have to deal with on a daily basis, whether it's a patient or family. So I also want to give love to those people that might be going through their own kind of crisis right now. Anyway, I love you guys. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix. I've missed you, Marilyn. Is this our Marilyn?
You're Marilyn.
It is.
I am keeping Kyle and Sarah in my thoughts and prayers, and I believe in the power of prayer. I know that prayer will move the hand of God, and I'm claiming healing, and I believe in it. Also, what can the viewers that love Kyle so much, what can we do? I mean, I'm not, I want to do something.
Yeah, Maybe I can follow up with you later. Right now, I honestly I don't know because I'm still trying
You're
to
in the middle of it.
unwrap and unpack everything that we've experienced the last 6 days. But I'll
Come on,
follow
Kyle,
up when
just
I have
ask her for a baked ziti.
Yeah.
Just ask her
All
for a
right.
ziti.
Okay.
Even like if we could send to the studio like a gift card. I know she doesn't want to be bombed with 5,000 flower arrangements.
Yeah.
But and you know what, honey? She's gonna hold that baby boy, and
Thank you.
everything
Yeah.
is gonna be fine. I believe in it, and I'm just gonna keep praying without ceasing.
Thank you so much,
And
Marilyn.
love you guys.
Love
Love
you,
you,
Marilyn.
Marilyn.
Love you too.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Of course, Marilyn
Bye.
called.
Bye.
Of course.
She's great. We have Kelly with us right now. Good morning, Kelly.
Hey, good morning, Kyle. I just want you to know that I'm lifting you and Sarah and all your family up in prayers, and I have been because you just knew something was going on. You know, you just know something's going on. And I've been praying for y'all, praying for you now. And Sarah will hold that baby. You will all hold that baby. And things are going to be good. I know it. I claim it. I feel it. And I love you guys. I love you. And I feel like, you know, you're part of my family. And
Means a lot.
I just want to know that.
Means a lot. Means a lot to me, Kelly, and I'll be sure that I'll pass along the message to my wife, okay?
Please do. Please do. And like the other caller said, if there's anything, you know, your radio family can do, gift cards, whatever, please do a shout-out on it because we just want to do for you.
Thank you,
Right
Kelly.
now.
Love you. Thank you for calling.
Love you. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
And last but not least, one of her all-time favorites over the last 8 years. His name's JR. I've missed you, JR. How you doing?
Hey, buddy. I just want to let you know I had no clue that you had been off the air because I hadn't been listening lately. But I was just blown away when I heard your news, and all of you guys supported me when I was having my heart issues, and I just appreciated that, and I just want you to know that I love you. I'll be praying for you and your wife. I just hate that you're having to go through this, but I just feel like when it's all said and done, everything's going to be fine. I just feel that in my heart, and I just pray that the Lord will be with you through all this mess, and I know He will.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
You
JR.
just stay strong.
I appreciate it. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
It ain't easy.
No, it's not. It's like it's like I
I
feel
know
like I'm
a million things going through your head.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a strong person. You know, you have those, and then then all of a sudden you're looking at your wife, being like, "How did we get here?" I'm thankful that we do have a chance at the road ahead, but it's been a lot, man, and I am so grateful that you called. I'm doing the best I can for my daughter, my family, and I'm so happy my sister-in-law's here and Sarah's mom's here, providing her that strength too. And JR, thank you for calling. It really means a lot to me.
All right, buddy. You know, I'll keep praying for you. You just hang in there.
All right, thank you, JR. I love you, buddy. I'll see you soon.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, bye.
I'm with our listeners, man. It is a long road, and it is going to be a lot of heavy lifting to adjust to the new normal and whatever that is. But, you know, your son is going to have a long life. And, you know, when he's walking across the aisle and graduating from high school, this all will seem so far in the distance. And I know it will be all worth whatever all this mess is, though it doesn't make sense and it shouldn't happen. And it's unfair that all of this is happening to you guys. It is.
Mm-hmm.
At least the fact that he'll get to walk across that aisle and you'll recover from this.
Mm.
You'll get there.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Brian.
You'll get there, man.
I appreciate the morning show family listening. And I just wanted to take a moment to come in and let you guys know. I don't want to put out a social media post. I wanted to come in and talk to you and let you know what's happening. My wife is so resilient. She is so strong. And I can assure you we are ready to meet this moment, whatever it looks like. It's going to be challenging at times, but I know we got our Wendell Falls Army. I know we got the Morning Show Family Army. I know we got a lot of people behind my wife right now.
Right.
And I know I'm stubborn and I know I'm prideful, but I will promise to you guys I will ask for help when we need help.
Good.
Okay. So to everybody who just called and listening right now over the last 20 minutes, I love you guys. I don't know when I'll see you again, but thank you for the love and support, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon.